Welcome to another episode of Ask Cindy Connector Live. This is a special feature today on Tip Tuesday. Well, hello. This is Cindy Lee, your host over at Ask Cindy Connector Live. Make sure if you like the comment today, go to StreamYard.com/Facebook. And the promo for today, if you subscribe and comment on YouTube over at Ask Cindy Connector Live, and you share this very broadcast on LinkedIn and Facebook, I will gift you a 5-night hotel stay. Simply go to 3nighthotelgiveaway.com. So today, National Day calendar, it is Louisiana Day. My favorite thing to do in Louisiana is NOLA, baby, New Orleans. So definitely check out nationaldaycalendar.com. And tomorrow at 2 o'clock Pacific, I'm actually going to have the founder of National Day Calendar. So today I have my sisters from another misters, the gals over at Forward Friday, every Friday at 9:30 a.m., streaming from Facebook and YouTube, all about leadership, mindset, life balance, and more. So welcome to the show, ladies.
Thank you so much.
So happy to be here.
Thank you. Tell us your story. Let's go with Dani Green. How did
Hello.
you get together?
Great. Thanks for asking about my story, because everyone's story is important and we all have something to move forward from and through. Mm-hmm. And so I'm going to talk today about soul to soul. And so my story is I went to India in January of 2015 for our daughter's wedding. And I learned the word namaste, which is the divine in me greets the divine in you. And I thought that is the nicest thing anyone has ever said to me. And then when I got back from India, I read a book called The Science of Being Great. And Wallace Wattles said, obey your soul. And that has been the journey that I've been on, just to obey that deep, divine, true part of you. And when you take time to listen to that voice, you've just learned so many amazing things. I just had a kind of a family issue come up over the last month, and I solved it today. I have a deep truth that just brings so much healing, that I've been able to release all this emotion that I've been dealing with recently. And so that is my story, and that's what I help clients do. I'm a hypnotherapist, and so we just close our eyes and think deeply and create inner mantras and all the, healing words and healing feelings, releasing life-draining emotions and receiving life-giving emotions, and creating inner mantras for my clients. So that's what I love to do. And I love to talk soul to soul with anyone in my realm.
Well, thank you for that. Melissa.
Hello, ladies. It's weird to see you guys not on a Friday. Thank you, Cindy, so much for having us. I'm going to give you guys a little background of like how we all got together. And we all met through networking. Actually, that's how we met you too, Cindy, right? So it was just like a tribal bond. I feel like we all just connected, and that's kind of what we decided, that we just wanted to be out there and giving of ourselves to other people. And from, Dani has her thing, and Wonderful has her thing that she's going to talk about. And for me, actually, I am in a, what would you call it? Midlife of, okay, this is what I was doing. Now what? Mm-hmm. And so I'm kind of at Forward Friday, just focusing on kind of being that mindset in, okay, I didn't fail. It's just lessons learned. What can I do next? How can I move forward? And just, having those people around you that are always keeping you motivated and keeping you pushing forward. And That's all I got for now.
Wonderful.
Hello, everybody. Yes, it is
Hello.
my birth name, not my stage name. Let me just start off with that. And I am so happy to be here. Cindy, you are just such a joy of energy to be around. And my sisters, Dani and Melissa, I can never get tired of being with them because they literally just always pull in all the other energies that makes me feel amazing. And yes, we all met through Melissa's company, Leads Referral. And when before the COVID thing went down, we were all meeting in person. And I was so grateful to meet Dani in real life. And she taught me how to love people from the space of energy before the people. And that has changed the way that I play the game in life, because I am all about brave leadership. So I've been an entrepreneur my entire career, my entire adult life, right? I've been an entrepreneur, and it requires brave leadership because you're decision making every single day, always just constant, right? It's a roller coaster that I paid for to be on. So yay to that. And I think that when people come into your lives and bring that energy of wholeness and okayness and at peace, you become even braver than you were when it was just about the fight and the flight, right? So that is when the ladies asked me to come together and do this every Friday. We're just going to share who we are and to show the world that women get along beyond shopping, beyond lunching, right? And have real serious conversations about things that matter to us, that we feel sort of isolated in when we're not in it together. So I'm grateful for that. And through that, the connection has gotten bigger and bigger and bigger. So thank you so much for having us.
Well, let's talk about the topic today, and that is moving forward. How do you feel about that?
Me first, or who's going?
Dani Green. We'll go in the same order. Oh, you're on mute.
Technology. So we all have things to move forward from. And the interesting thing is, when something actually happens in our life, it's an event that happens within a few seconds or moments. And but what happens after that then is we repeat the story. Our brain, our survival brain, repeats the story to keep us away from that particular event that was traumatic or hard. And then our other, midbrain that records the emotions, we record emotions in our body, and then we've got our logical and creative mind kind of arguing usually. Well, anyway, though that is all happening, and that's fine. But the most important thing to move forward is to change the story you tell yourself. Because when you can change the story you tell yourself, it breaks that thought loop of that particular event. The story you tell yourself has to be healing and deeply true, because we all have within ourselves this resource of deep understanding and truth. And then it can change your whole perspective. I'll just, moving forward from my dad divorced my mom when I was a baby, when I was 1, and I didn't meet him until I was 10. And then I lived out here in Washington State with him and his family when I was 17. And I felt kind of disappointed that my dad wasn't there for me. Then he passes away when he was 67.
Oh, sorry.
And then it was after that I realized my dad did the best he could with what he had to work with. He would have been there for me if he could have. Now, I really, really, really wish I had that revelation and that deep truth that solved all that heartache those many years. I wish I'd had that when he was still alive, but now I have it now. And so I have a great relationship with my biological dad. And spiritually, I know he's there for me and everything. And that's what I love to do. So moving forward, changing the story you tell yourself is so important. Did you see how My dad did the best he could. He would have been there for me if he could have. Those 2 sentences healed my heart and changed my life. And so I really encourage you to get with a friend, just kind of, some people talk out loud, give me a call. I'd be happy to spend a half an hour chat with you to help you realize the deep inner truths that I know that you have within yourself, and just change your story. Changing your story is the most important thing about moving forward. And there is deep healing truth available to you. You just have to ask and sometimes wait for it. There, how about that?
So let me go into my story. Wonderful. Melissa know about it. I don't know if you know my full story. My mother actually had my brother and I afraid of the ocean, afraid of the pool. And I'm a Leo, and no, wasn't having it. Even as a kid, I wasn't having it. So 2 years ago, I took my very first surf lesson. And this year, the day before my birthday, July 28th, I actually stood up. So why did I stand up? Because I lost 35 pounds. And so I told myself there's those 6 inches between the ear. So although my mom created her story and she wanted to put it into us, I told myself, no, that's not going to be my story. I'm going to live what I want to live. I'm going to make those dreams come true. And here I am learning to surf, and I could barely swim. So it's pretty powerful to tell yourself what you want and make it happen.
Yes, so true.
That's exactly what I was leading into, is it, it's the mindset. And one powerful thing that has stuck onto me is, if you fail to identify what you want, you fail to give yourself the opportunity to receive it. So it's all about mindset and figuring out what it is that you want. And I've suffered with this for a long time. I'm thinking, okay, why aren't I getting what I'm asking for? And then when I heard that statement, I was like, maybe that's not really what I want. And so I've been on a journey in really, really, really trying to determine what it is that I want. And I truly believe in just manifesting things in your life. And it's like, if once you determine that thing is that you want, and then you just ask for it and just trust and have faith that it's going to come to you. And I just, I'm in a different place in my life right now after if when you met me, Dani, wonderful, you probably say the same, right? From me, back in the day when you met me to now, after I've been through Dani's soul power, and I've been through how many now, like 4 brave retreats, and I've learned so much from all. And Cindy, I've learned so much from you. So as far as moving forward, what was the question? Moving forward is just, don't stop. Just keep going, keep learning, keep reading things, right? Keep taking classes, keep taking courses, keep investing in yourself, and, don't give up, because there's always going to be that voice in your head, right? Oh, you can't do this, or you suck, or you're not good enough, right? But you just have to move past that and stick with your tribe, and just keep pushing forward.
Wonderful.
Woo!
Congratulations. Talk about powerhouses. Wow.
Congratulations, Cindy. That's giant. You don't know how to swim in the first place. You go to the ocean. You know what I'm saying? It's not
I'm still scared, but I'm doing it over and over and over again every year, and it just gets better every year.
Yeah. And that is, as a brave leader in the world, and when you think about what, as an entrepreneur, what we're moving forward, right, is our heart and soul to serve others. And why we are moving what we do is to create impact in the world. But how we move forward really does matter, because it is what differentiates good to great, right? You can be good at managing a business, but you can be really great as a CEO. And I think when we are collaborative, we're women, nurturers, we're natural tribal village community type species. And I think when we move forward alone, we don't get very far, but when we move forward together, we get further than what we can imagine being. And as entrepreneurs, we are only shaped one way. Like, nothing against men, but they built that world, and that's what we know. But we do things very differently. And I think we need to always collaboratively stay together, not for being best friends, because it's not even about that, right? It's about helping each other create service and impact that the world needs. End of story. That's what we're here to do. That's what we're here for. That's why we educate and grow and enhance who we are, is because we find our gift and we give it away. And so I really can appreciate so much of these beautiful journeys that we share that can sometimes be difficult to share, right? Because it just feels a little like, oh, that's embarrassing. Why would I say that? But at the end of the day, we women can be conditioned to stay silent about the things that will impact and serve other people. And that's where I believe we're here to do. And I really appreciate all the times, we get together and talk about these types of things. How we move forward matters. It really, truly does. That is my 2 cents on that subject.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to give you guys an example. So I'm pretty sure Melissa knows about this. I am a huge fan of the airplane, especially right behind me. You see Tom Cruise, right? So a couple months ago, I said, it's Aviation History Month in November. I'm going to connect to some amazing people. I'm going to find an F-14 pilot. I'm going to find maybe a U.S. Thunderbird. The U.S. Thunderbird thing didn't work out because it was short notice. So I actually have an F-14 pilot on tomorrow. On the 24th, I have an F-14 Rio, which a Rio is the radio interceptor officer in Top Gun. He was Goose. He was the guy in the back. And this morning, I just heard from California Tom Cruise. So I don't know if you guys are on TikTok or Facebook and you actually follow him. He looks just like Tom Cruise and he's interested in coming to my show. But I told myself I'm going to get all these people in aviation. I also got the Oshkosh Aviation Show, which is the largest air show in all of the United States. So he's coming on also at the end of the month. So I just told myself I'm going to make this happen. Just make this happen. And here we go. Now I have a full schedule for all Aviation History Month. Tell yourself what you want and just keep on doing it over and over again.
Yes. Absolutely.
Awesome. So awesome.
Woo.
Yeah, my heart is very full. As a matter of fact, Dave, the Rio, that radio intercept officer, he actually sent me 2 books on his story as a Top Gun instructor. I actually got it yesterday and I was beside myself. It's just so amazing. You just never know who you're going to attract, and just tell yourself all day long what you want. And when you create those goals, add a date to the goal. If you want a certain amount of money, or you want to, say, for instance, you're in a company, you want to rank at a certain level, always put those goals that have a date on it, and you're really going to achieve those. So one of the things I want to talk about right now before we close out is call to action. So can everyone just talk about the call to action for today?
I'll just go ahead and go. So one call to action is, like I said, we can remove life-draining emotions and replace them with emotions that are life-giving. And when you have life-giving emotions in your mind and body, you literally keep that energetic level. So I'll be sure that you guys can click to my website. You can book a free call, and I will do the emotion code process with you to remove one emotion that's life-draining and replace it with a better story. So free half-an-hour call with me.
Thank you, Melissa.
Do it, people. I dare you.
Well, so one thing that I really love doing and would be a great call to action for everyone to do is take out a journal or a notebook or empty notebook every day. Write in it. Write, I declare this and this and this in my life. If you want that job, or if you want that girlfriend or boyfriend, or if you want that weight loss, or whatever it is, if you want that dog, I had a picture of a dog on a dream board, you guys, and it's literally that dog is sitting next to me right now. Write it, speak it, and visualize it, you guys. And that is your call to action. And my info should be anywhere. I'm happy to chat with anyone at any time. Yeah.
And your event tomorrow, can you announce that to my audience, please?
Oh, yeah. Which event? Oh my gosh, I have several.
Drew.
The workshop one?
With Drew.
Oh, with Drew. Okay. Well, we decided to reschedule it, but if you are in the network marketing arena, and if you've never met Drew Berman, I've got him hanging here next to me. We're just trying to plan an event. He decided to go hang out with Tony Robbins this week. So I'm like, hey, you go chat with Tony Robbins and then you come back and talk to us next week. So we'll let you know. TBD.
Okay. And then how about the other event? The event that's happening on Thursday.
Your event. You and Stephanie. Yes. I've been sharing that and people have been messaging me like mad. Like it's crazy. So
I want to know.
The holidays are coming up, right? And what do? So Cindy and Stephanie and I are going to come together and show you a really cool program where you can literally create a card on the computer and send it out and tell everyone happy holidays, send them a gift in the mail as well. Thank your clients, thank your family members and your friends. And let them know that you love them and appreciate them and care for them and are wishing them a happy holiday. So that's Thursday at 3.
And we'll put it in the link after the show. I'll put it here in the chat. So
awesome. Thank
wonderful. Do you have any events coming up? And then let's close out.
I do. So I love what everybody's saying because here's the thing. I am a second-degree black belt. Not that that means anything. It just means one thing. Is I repetitively did the same thing over and over and over until I mastered it. And that's truly what we're creating, right? Is repetitive is the mother of all learning. Repetition, repetition, repetition. And when you're writing in a journal, when you're speaking soul to soul, when you're telling yourself, this is what I want to accomplish, right? It's all about repetition. And business is one of the toughest arenas because it sort of has this mystique to it, right? Like, woo, everybody's made it to the $1 billion club or over here is struggling. There really isn't the true essence of it. So I've created a program called Brave Biz Leadership Retreat, where it's a 5-day, it's free. And it's 5 days and it walks you through one marketing strategy of your overall business, but gives you a really foundational piece of what business really is. Because business is an empire, and within the empire is a village. And in the village are other expertise that exist in there to make the empire run efficiently, smoothly for everybody. And so I'm the architect of the empire. And then all of you are experts within that. So I would love to invite you November 29th through December 3rd. It's Monday through Friday. It's only 1 hour. And it's actually the last time I'm going to offer it. So if you have not made it, or if you've been there and want to come again, please, this is the last one. And I'm not saying that just to get you there. It really is retiring. So hopefully I'll see you all there.
So at the end of the show, I always like to do a shout out. So let's all go. Dani.
I have a big shout out to Melissa Lavigne. Thanks for doing all the background work on Forward Friday and always being so real and encouraging and strong. Wonderful. You just are. Thank you, Cindy, for having us. I really appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome. Melissa.
Oh my gosh, this is hard for me because I want to shout out everybody. I do have to let you guys know that Biz Retreat is freaking amazing. It'll change your life. I do have to shout out Dani. Her soul power emotion code is life changing as well. And Cindy, I do have to shout out you too. I mean, you've helped me with this podcast with Forward Friday. I've learned so much from you. So thank you so much. I mean, you know, we're getting there with none of us, I think, are real technical people. So Cindy's really made a difference in helping us, you know, do pop-ups and with the YouTube channel and all that. So I appreciate you so much, Cindy. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
I am with you on the shout out to Melissa, because I'm not a very tech person, and she's taken on that responsibility to get us all kind of figured out on a Friday. It's the, you know, and it's my fun thing that I do, is the Forward Friday with these ladies. And I give shout out to every woman that ever pops on there and says hello. Cindy, you're such an amazing support. You're always liking everything, and you're just, you know. And then for Dani, always reminding me that although I am going 100,000 miles, I got to stop and love. Always take a breath and love. And that is my biggest shout out, is to all of you here and to the Lord Almighty, because I love me some God.
Well, awesome. I'm going to put you ladies in the green room. If you could hang tight for about a minute, I'm going to close out. Thank you. Wow, amazing. I've been wanting to get these ladies on for months and months. I am so grateful that they made the time today. So make sure that you go to Forward Friday. You're going to subscribe on YouTube. You're going to like on Facebook and like on Instagram. And definitely share this show as well at Ask Cindy Connector Live. If you share this broadcast, this very broadcast, I will gift you a 5-night hotel stay. Simply go and subscribe on YouTube, comment on the video, and share either on LinkedIn or Facebook. This is Cindy at Ask Cindy Connector Live special Tip Tuesday feature. And next I have Deborah Thorne with the Leverage Conference. I'm actually going to be speaking at her event. It is the 18th through 20th. So definitely check out the Leverage Conference. You could also go to Surf City Aloha Marketing. That is my marketing company, where I'm going to be talking about how to leverage being a podcast host and a podcast guest. And tomorrow on my travel show, Bucket List Coach Web Show Live, woohoo! F-14 pilot, the Leakster, Leaky, he will be on at 1 o'clock. The founder of National Day Calendar will be on at 2. And my friend Robin Stern, he will be on at 3 o'clock tomorrow as we're celebrating Marine birthday. Shaka, baby.